Hello, welcome to episode 50 of Xtra Speak, Xtra Speak. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about making things last. Please join me. Welcome to Xtra Speak, Xtra Speak. A little more prattle on everything and nothing. No, excuse me, I just took a massive drink of tea and it immediately made me burp. So apologies for that. I don't think you heard it. I don't know why I told you, to be honest. Yeah, so this episode is about making things last, and I've made this last until 50 episodes, so good on me. It may not last longer than this, though. News coming soon. Not about the whole, don't worry, the podcast isn't going anywhere, but I may be making changes. I don't know, I did that weird voice. Yeah, so I don't know, like I've told you on previous episodes, I don't know, possibly. You may not remember yourself. There's a lot of prattle goes into these. But I've mentioned before that I think that when I was a kid, I didn't eat that much, and I could make food last. So a packet of Wotsits would last days. So I'm going to expand on that a little bit and just talk about I don't know where that came from. I think it was just the fact that I just had a very small appetite as a kid, and I was very fussy, and I liked what I liked, and I was always very preoccupied on food. Food wasn't important to me. I had to always be told to stop what I was doing to eat. So I think that's why I kind of got in the habit of eating a few crisps, the sandwich, and I'd be like, right, that's it, I'm done. I'm not hungry anymore. I don't know. Maybe that's something. But yeah, I can make a bag of Quavers or a bag of Wotsits last 3 days, 4 days, and I'd have a few with my lunch every day. I don't think that's a bad thing. A bag of Quavers for a child is probably quite a lot of calories, I would think. I don't know. But yeah, I used to do that, but on a few things as well. I was never one for eating a whole chocolate bar. I could probably never finish. Sometimes I could never finish an ice cream. My dad would finish things off. Probably why my dad got so big, to be honest, because he was very much for finishing off any leftovers. But as it's around Easter, I thought I'd talk about Easter eggs and stuff like that. And obviously, with those sort of habits as a child, if you get bought a few Easter eggs, they're gonna last a long time. And I was talking to Sarah about this not so long ago, and I recall getting, regularly, probably 3 or 4 Easter eggs a year. And then a couple of years, we seemed to get a lot more. And I don't know what the reason for this was, where people were just generally, we'd been lucky where people had visited us around Easter and felt obliged to buy us an Easter egg. I don't know. Or whether some extra people had bought us Easter eggs, or I have no idea. It's beside the point. But I remember one year, I'm pretty sure my mum made, maybe it's my childhood memory, but I'm pretty sure I got 8, 9, maybe 10 Easter eggs. And that might be my childhood brain exaggerating a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I remember them lined up. So there was a good, I would say there was at least 7, but I'm pretty sure there was more than that. And of all different ones, Easter eggs were ace back in the day. This is a tangent anyway, straight away, but they used to contain egg cups and toys, and yeah. But they're a bit shit now, I think. Can you get ones with cups in and stuff? Because I used to have the cupboard was full at home from just friggin' Easter egg cups. Cadbury's Tasters. We had a crunchy one, Dairy Milk. I think Gavin had a Galaxy one as well. There was loads. But yeah, we used to get an Easter egg every year, maybe 2, 3. But they say this year, I remember getting loads. So bear in mind, Easter's normally around April time, isn't it? In the spring, and because I'd had so many, and I was the sort of child that I would have I don't know, like a 50p size piece, maybe a little bit bigger. Say like, I don't know, say like an inch and a half circular of chocolate, and that would do me. That would do me. My dad could sit and eat a whole friggin' Easter egg in one go, but I'd snap a bit off and sit and nibble on it, and I'd put it away. Wouldn't be arsed. So if you think I've got like maybe we'll go on the outside and say maybe 10 Easter eggs, and I did that, and I didn't even used to eat them every day. I think it was like an encouragement thing from my mum and dad, going like, "You've got all these eggs, eat them before they go off." Does chocolate go off? That's something that is a point of contention, I think. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. When it goes white, is that it off? Because it tastes a little bit different, but it's still edible in my view. Anyway, my point is, if there is one, when I had all these Easter eggs, like, they pretty much carried me through till friggin' Christmas. Like, I think I was pretty much still eating them in like October, when my birthday is, into November. Again, maybe that's my childhood memories being a bit broken up, but I remember them being close to Christmas and not having much of a gap between either finishing the last one or it going in the bin because they were a bit dodgy. To when like Christmas started and we started getting like advent calendars. I mean, that's good value for money. I was a cheap child. Like, I mean, come on, that is value for money with a child. Like, 7 Easter eggs could last a year nearly. Like, come on. Well, 7 months. That's pretty good. But then I do the same at Christmas. Like, I would get chocolates at Christmas. Like, I really love like Terry's chocolate orange. I mean, friggin' hell, I could eat one of them in one go. I'd probably be ill, but I'm addicted to that stuff. Like, something about it just makes me want to eat it and eat it and eat it and eat it and eat it. And it was like that as a kid. Loved it, but a couple of pieces, put it away. I wish I had that childhood, like, nonchalant, maybe high metabolism, don't want to sit and eat the whole thing. If I could get that back, I would love it, because I just want to ingest everything. Like, well, not everything. I just love eating, and as a child I didn't. No, I must say, the only thing that carries through is when I am doing something, like, really, really focused. Say like I'm in the garage and I'm doing something, or I'm maybe doing stuff like for the podcast, and I get into, like, designing something, or I could sit for hours and hours and hours, and as long as I've got a drink, I don't think about food whatsoever. And it's normally when I come out of that super focused mode that my brain goes, "You're hungry." So maybe that's what I was like as a kid, constantly. I just, like, super focused on the next thing or the thing I was doing. So food just wasn't an issue, and I just got used to it. Yeah. That was all. But anyway, yeah, Christmas used to come, and I used to get chocolate for Christmas. And I remember one year, Cadbury's used to do a kilogram bar of chocolate, and it was quite large, and I remember receiving that. And I was a little bit older, so this is older Steve who liked a little bit of food, and I pretty much had that till bloody Easter. My dad ate his pretty much in 2 sittings, which makes me feel sorry for his pancreas. And maybe that's why he's having the problems he is now. But yeah, that was a massive bar of chocolate, and I used to have, like, maybe 1 or 2 pieces a day. And if that, and yeah, I remember it lasted me till, like, March, and I think I'd only just finished it when I was starting getting bought bloody Easter eggs. Yeah, I'm Stephen, and I'm value for money with chocolate. Is I think is the lesson we learned. Well, not anymore, obviously. When I was a kid, give me an Easter egg now, and it's getting snaffled pretty quickly, because lack of willpower, and well, that's it, isn't it? Lack of willpower. Yeah. That's it. When I was a kid, I could make things last. How that equates to making the podcast last to 50, I don't know. I just thought, I've got to 50. It's lasted this long. I could make things last as a kid. I don't know if there's a connection there or not. You shut up. Thanks very much for listening. Again, I say this before. I'm going to prattle on about it. Reach out, contact me. Let me know what you like. Share it with friends and family. Go to stevenspeak.com. Read the blog. etc., etc., and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. You've been listening to Stephen Speak, Xtra Speak. Thanks for listening to my unscripted prattle on everything and nothing. Visit stephenspeak.com for updates, information, and my blog. You can follow more updates on social media at Stephen Speak PC. Thanks very much, and I'll speak to you soon.